the cherubim, the conglomeration of spiritual, angelic expanse, realms, interworkings, and celestial, cosmological, astrological expanse levels, interworkings, and terrestrial interworkings upon the earth. When I refer to the cherubim, this is also related to the cherubic ladder, which is in tandem with Jacob's ladder, which is in tandem with the Sephiroth tree of life. It houses the four worlds and the 10 emanations of God. What is very interesting is that these cherubim, as well as the wheels, they are covered with eyes all around. It says in Ezekiel 10:12, their bodies, entire bodies, including their backs, their hands, and their wings, were completely covered, full of eyes, as were their four wheels. As I mentioned, these eyes represent angelic entities, angels, and spirits. For the cherubim on that level, which is a higher level than the wheel within the wheel, the Ophanim, they represent angelic entities, spirits. Those eyes they're covered with because they are a conglomeration of angelic entities, of interworkings of angelic realms in collaboration. Now, on the level of the Ophanim, these eyes more so represent stars, planets. These all things are correlated. Eyes represent stars, lights, angels, and all these things work together. As I mentioned in the previous video, the angels help with the functionality and the facilitation of the stars and the planets. So there is an interworking between the cherubim and the Ophanim, which is the wheels. There's an interworking with the eyes, the angelic eyes that cover the cherubim, and the eyes, which are stars and planets that cover the wheels. Wheels being the expanse of the second heaven, the cosmos, that the cherubim ride through. It's the thing is that God made the heavens and the stars in the heavens as signs and seasons. It relates to time. This cherubim is a vehicle of time and space. As I mentioned, you have the 12 gates of New Jerusalem. These 12 gates are gates, the dimensions of time and space that channel dimensions and realities that stem and flow from Christ, who is the creator. And all this creation in the river flows from the throne down through cherubim that carry out their angelic interworkings, through creation, through the stars, through the cosmos, down to the earth. Now, how we have a play, and as co-creators, co-heirs of Christ and heirs of God, is that we are, as mankind, man, are cherubim that mirror the macro heavens. You don't understand is that if you look at the tabernacle in the temple, the cherubim are weaved in the linen, on the curtains of the tabernacle, and the veil that separates the most holy place from the holy place. We understand that that veil, as well as the curtain that was torn, was Christ's flesh. And the tabernacle and the temple represented his body, which we are one with. We are one flesh, one soul, one seed with Christ. So we have these cherubim structures weaved into our biological fleshly design. And since that is weaved into us, we have this in our micro expanse. As I mentioned, we are a micro expanse of the macro heavens. We're meant to mirror the macro heavens as a mirror. Macro heavens mirror us. So the thing is about the cherubim is that the spirit of the man sitting on the throne directs the cherubim, and the spirit of the cherubim directs the wheels. It's the constellations in the heavens and the stars, and their movement in orbit. And this moving is a moving of portals of time and dimensions of space that permeate from the throne of the river of life. That's reality. All that is and is to come stems from the throne. That's dimensions of time and space. It's channeled down from the throne as a river of life, of reality. The cherubim in the angelic interworkings stress these things out and coordinate these things through the heavens down to the earth. That's how we experience time in events, realities. Now, since we are connected with the cherubim through our flesh, as we move in unison with the man sitting on the throne, in unison with the cherubim, as we move, our direction influences our thoughts, our emanations, our actions influence the wheels within a wheel, the constellations and stars that influence the earth. So we likewise have a mirror influence upon the heavens as the heavens will have an influence upon us. Because as above, so below, mirroring the macro heavens. Now I'm gonna flesh this out more in a blog post. So if you want to learn more, visit thecanosclub.com. And I'll see you in the next one.